If you've been reading my book Psychic School, you'll see referenced in there a special meditation technique to open the chakras and the aura in order to attune yourself to the spirit world. Now, I've included it here on today's video, and it's going to have lots of pretty images and things like that. So I suggest that first of all you listen to this CD and watch the video and just enjoy it, you know, and then you can use this CD in the same way I've explained in my book as part of your meditation process for beginning your work as a psychic medium. Now, I just explain briefly for those that have come to this cold. The CD takes you through a meditation process, and you're going to listen to it in a moment, and it opens the chakras. Now, the chakras, I don't want to get into too much detail about this, but basically the chakras are along the spine. Although references are made in this CD to things like the heart center and the solar plexus center and so forth, if you just simply imagine the pranic energy, which I visualize as a light, the body's energy, the life force, going up the spine towards the top of the head and beyond and out of the top of the head. That is our way of opening the aura. Okay, so when we do this, as psychics, when we do this, we become a lot more sensitive. That's how we become attuned with spirit. So it's self-explanatory, but the music and so forth will take you to a point where all your centers are open. And then I'll take you into a meditation in which you become at one with the infinite for a while. At that point, it sounds strange, but you know, it tunes you into the idea of the idea of infinite light. You can turn the YouTube off at that point or pause it for a point, so that you can just carry on with your meditation in silence. Because afterwards, after a short period, I then bring you back again to close the aura down again. You see, so when we work psychically, we open our centers, we open our chakras, they're called. These are like energy centers in the spine. We open all that up, open up the auric body, and that makes us sensitive to the spirit world. But we don't want to remain like that all the time. So at the end, I go through another shorter meditation that then just closes you down. So if you do use this technique, do please close down afterwards, particularly from a if you're working on a psychic and mediumistic point of view. You don't want to be open all the time, or you'll get drained of energy and depressed perhaps, because you'll pick up all the negative vibrations around you. So that's it. I hope you enjoy this meditation.
Now is the time to relax. Sitting comfortably, listening to my voice and to the music, you may feel the pressures of the day falling away. You may want to relax very deeply, and you are able to let go of all stress. Deeply relax. More and more, and be aware of how good you are starting to feel. You are able to leave your worries behind, because this is your time to enjoy your right to deep inner peace. Notice how your body is becoming more and more at ease. You are probably already feeling how the breath is calming down. So it is easy now to take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, think to yourself, relax. Maybe you want to do this a few times. How would it feel if you completely relaxed? You might notice those warm, calming sensations in your toes and feet, spread through your body, easing all tension. Legs, torso, hands, arms, and head. Perhaps you are aware how much the shoulders have relaxed. And you may be enjoying how the muscles in the face feel restful, especially around the eyes. Eventually, the whole body is relaxed. Since you are now totally relaxed, your mind is also quietening down. Notice a growing sense of inner composure and deep peace, an all-prevailing sense of serenity and tranquility. Yet within this stillness, you feel alert and awake. Sometime soon, you may feel ready to open the aura by raising the light through the spiritual centers called the Chakras, which is a Sanskrit word meaning wheel, because the concentrated energy in each one is like a hub from which radiates rays of life, giving light and energy. As you sit comfortably, you may now sense below you an infinite ocean of pure light. When you look closer and focus your eyes, you may see how this is an infinite sea of pure spiritual energy. One is able to move closer, observing that the ocean sparkles with light, stretching endlessly in all directions. A magnificent panoramic view filling the whole of your vision. You are floating above this boundless radiance. Now follow my voice as it takes you down to this luminous ocean. You are now floating just above the surface of these shining waters, and you look around and can see the light stretching endlessly in all directions. A brilliant, radiant ocean beneath a star-studded cosmic sky. You delight in the feeling of floating freely to the tranquil sound of waves moving serenely through eternity. You may take a moment to breathe deeply of the peace that now surrounds you. This is the cosmic ocean, the source of spiritual energy that yogis, mystics and psychics have drawn upon for millennia. It is real. How would it be if you could touch the ocean of light with your mind? Maybe as you are connecting with it, you can enjoy sensing serenity and love. Now gather some of this inexhaustible light and form it into a great ball of light and see it emerge out of the ocean surface. It is brilliant. It is beginning to turn like a great wheel and then spins with resplendent energy. You are soon going to draw this energy into yourself to invigor and awaken your spiritual powers. So see the light moving towards your body. Now feel the exhilaration as it enters the very base of your spine, which is the place of your first spiritual center. This is the earth center. It gives you vitality and fuels the body and spirit. As the spinning ball of light awakens this center, you may feel it opening like a flower. The color of the earth center is red. It opens slowly like a luminous lotus flower of brilliant red light. You can feel the energy building here in the base of your spine. See and feel how the crimson light turns and spins as this center awakens and uncoils with living light. The earth center is now open. Now return to the ocean of light below you. Again, you look all around and can see the glorious spectacle of an endless vista of light. It is real energy. Now gather from that great radiance as you make another spinning ball of light rise above the surface of the ocean. Feel it turn It is bright like the sun. Now pull this reeling energy towards your body and into the red earth center at the base of the spine. Feel the energy begin to climb as it approaches the second center that lies just below the navel. This is the sacral center. Its color is orange, so imagine a brilliant orange flower unfolding its petals of light as you draw the energy into this center. See and feel the orange light expand and unfold. Petals of orange light, vibrating, resonant energy. The spine too, in alignment with this center, is alive with fibrous light. The sacral center filters your spiritual energy and brings purity. The sacral center is now open. Again, drop down to the ocean of light below you. Become aware of its immensity and vivid luster, and gather the living energy again. Like a great spinning comet of light, you draw the light towards your body, and see how it illuminates the centers as it passes through them. Up through the red earth center, higher through the orange sacral center. Now it rises further and focuses on the solar plexus, just below the rib cage. The color here is yellow. As the petals of the lotus open, imagine it as a great radiant sun emerging from behind the clouds. Feel the excitement as this center floods with yellow light. You see rays of yellow as the lotus of light unfolds its delicate petals. There is a great turning of energy here. It spirals and it spins in waves of incandescent yellows. This, the solar center, is your energy focus and storehouse of psychic and healing powers. And again, the spine, in alignment with this center, is also alive with shimmering light. The solar center is now open. Be again with the ocean of light. Move towards the light until you feel yourself floating again above the surface. Look around and see the gleaming waters reach every horizon. Breathe deeply of the fresh air and enjoy the sound of the sea. Gather again the light. Feel it turning and gyrating as you draw this brilliant ball of energy towards your body. It enters the red earth center and illuminates it. It rises through the orange sacral center and brightens it, up through the yellow solar center and brightens this one too. Now the light enters the center of the chest. This is the heart center and its color is green. See the brilliant emerald lotus open into light. Feel the love in your heart as this joyful center is awash with green light. Green laser beams of light radiate from this center and touch the hearts of all. Experience the unconditional love as the center turns, twists and expands in a blaze of emerald light. This, your heart center, is the seat of compassion. And again, be aware how your spine, in alignment with this center, is alive with loving light. The heart center is now open. Once again, descend to the ocean of light and float above its glittering surface. Remember that this is real life enhancing energy. Now draw that energy into a radiant comet of light and draw this spinning ball towards your body. See it brighten the centers as it rises up through them. Take the light up through the red earth center, up through the orange sacral center, up through the yellow solar center, up through the green heart center. Now see the light swirling around the throat center that lies at the top of the throat. The color here is blue. So see a lotus of brilliant blue light unfolding its glorious petals. as the brilliant blue light expands, you may feel your soul soar like a bird in the freedom of the sky. Sense the blue light flowing through and around this centre. Maybe your head wants to push upwards slightly, and perhaps there is a slight irritation in the throat as the centre opens. See how the light radiates around this centre as the beautiful blue lotus unfurls. The blue light has many tones and hues of blue. Also see how the blue light floods the back of the head, and notice how the spine is now fully illuminated as energy resonates in waves from the base of the spine to the back of the skull. The throat centre is now open. This is the centre of spiritual communication and clairaudience. Again return to the ocean of light. Look all around you and see once again its incredible luminosity. Feel the movement of the waters of light. Sense its peace. Now gather a brilliant comet of light again. Pull it towards the body. The chakras brighten as the light is rising through the red earth centre, up through the orange sacral centre, up through the yellow solar centre, up through the green heart centre, up through the blue throat centre. Now let the light enter the centre of the forehead, the third eye. The colour designated here is an incredible indigo, and yet you may see myriads of swirling colours. Feel and see the great lotus of light unfolding its petals. The inner eye now opens. The veil draws back, and you behold a beautiful display of ethereal colours as the centre activates. You may see gentle, soothing lights coming from your peripheral vision, and may feel a tightening of 3 bands around the whole head as this centre becomes fully open. The forehead centre is now open. It is your visionary centre and the source of clairvoyance. Now return to the luminous ocean below. See the ocean of light even more clearly and gather even more of this real living energy. Gather the light. Feel it turning and spinning. Look into the glowing comet of light and see how incredibly bright it is. Now pull the light towards you and into the body. Take it up through the centres, up through the red earth centre, up through the orange sacral centre, up through the yellow solar centre, up through the green heart centre, up through the blue throat centre, up through the indigo forehead centre. Now take the light like a golden rod up through the top of the head and up above the body. Feel also how the light rises directly up the spine to the crown. The light now opens like a 1,000-petaled lotus of light. It unfolds like an incandescent fan, like a mandala of light, like an illuminated fountain. See it unfold like peacock's feathers in a blaze of heavenly colours. Around your head is a spectacular luminous flower of light, shining against the indigo backdrop of the cosmos. The crown centre is now open, and links you with the highest spiritual energies. All your centres are open. You are fully alive and shimmering with energy. You may be aware how the open chakras are invigorating you and preparing you for the next stage. You are now ready to cleanse and energize the aura before slipping into deep meditation upon the infinite. Later, when you enter the light, you may feel your spiritual guides and benefactors draw close. Be open to their wisdom and love. Also, opening the auric powers in this way will greatly increase your latent powers of clairvoyance. Look upwards and you can see a radiant sun of gold and silver light. It shines its glorious rays towards you. A beam of gold and silver light is pouring from above and washing over and through you. Its rays shine down through the top of your head and cleanse you. A cosmic shower of divine light is falling from above and washes you clean. You feel new and purified. It pours in through the top of the head and out of the fingertips and toes. The gold and silver light becomes like liquid, which is now filling you like a vessel. See and feel it pouring in through the top of your head. Brilliant liquid light now fills your toes and feet. Feel it filling the legs. The light shines as it fills your hands and lower arms. Liquid gold and silver light fills the stomach. See it fill the chest, the upper arms, the shoulders, the back, the neck, and finally it gradually fills the head with its luminosity. Like a chalice, you are now overflowing with light. It now pours all over your body and also radiates through your outer aura. The aura is an X-shaped glow of fibrous light surrounding you. Eventually, you are awash with holy light. Light is your reality. You are a body of light. You may have a sense of wonder as you become aware of the eternal light that embraces all. In front of you, you see infinite clear light that goes on and on forever. Behind you is infinite light. To your left and right, you see glittering light. Above and below you is pure light. All around you is the light of 10,000 suns. Wherever you look, light upon light, upon light, upon light, upon light. Infinite light. You are a being of light, suspended in an infinity of light. Beyond time, there is neither past, present, nor future. Let your light become part of that infinite light. Merge into the one. Let go into the blissful light. It is pure love. When everything dissolves, all that's left is love. All is one. All is love. soon it will be time to return to awareness of your spiritual centers. When you finish meditating, you will need to close the centers down to protect your sensitivity and peace of mind. So now take your attention first of all to the center of the forehead. See the indigo light here fade, as if you are turning down a dimmer switch. It fades to darkness and becomes still. Gently the lotus closes its petals to a tight bud. Light can get neither in nor out. The center is now back to normal awareness. Now the light drops down through the throat center, and as it does, this blue center fades to darkness. Stillness descends as the lotus closes its petals and forms a tight bud. The center is closed. All is still. The center is now back to normal awareness. The light now drops down through the chest, and you feel the green heart center quieten as the light fades to darkness. The lotus forms a tight bud, and the center closes. All is still. The center is now back to normal awareness. Now let the light drop down through the solar center, and see the yellow light fade to darkness. The center becomes quiet. The excitement ceases as the yellow lotus closes to a tight bud. Light can get neither in nor out. It is still. The center is now back to normal awareness. Next, you feel the light drop down through the orange sacral center and sense the quietness descend over this center. All becomes still as the lotus gently closes its petals. The center is now back to normal awareness. And now the light returns to the earth center, which cannot close completely. Instead, it becomes a gentle red glow, like a small ray shining through a partly opened door. Awareness returns to the center at the top of the head, which is still open. Looking upwards and seeing that glorious gold and silver sun above. Again, rays pour down upon you, and as before, cleansing you within. The light pours in through the top of your head and out of your fingertips and toes. Feel the joy of the cosmic shower, while the senses this time remain closed. And again, you replenish yourself, and filling the body vessel with liquid light from above. Feel gold and silver light filling the toes, feet, legs, fingers, hands, arms, torso, neck and head. You are completely filled with light and overflowing with this restorative, vital force. And finally, close the crown center at the top of the head. The fan of light folds. The fountain of light subsides. The lotus closes its many petals to become a tightly closed bud. All is still. The center is back to normal awareness. Notice how all the centers are returning to normal consciousness. And as a final safeguard, imagine that you are putting on a thick hooded cloak of black velvet. Wrap it all around you and over your head. As it hugs your body, feel how the aura pulls back into the body, and you now return to normal consciousness. Fully awake now. You are fully awake now and feeling clear and refreshed.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that. Remember, always close down after this, and you can come back to this tape and use it as many times as you like, of course. It's a good technique for getting you tuned in. when it becomes familiar to you, you may just want to sit down and just tune in naturally. Now, on the CD, you've heard me go through the chakras one at a time, pulling the energy up, but remember, it can just open very quickly and automatically once you start to understand how to move the energy in the spine. There's also a lot more to this too that I'll explain in other YouTubes. For example, there's Kriya Yoga and spinal breathing, in which we use the breath to move the energy up and down the spine, and most people only usually take it to the third eye center, but you'll notice in this video I've suggested you take it through the crown of the head. There's a massive amount that could be talked about this, but the important thing with all of this, don't force it. Let it happen naturally, relax into it. The energy of prana, the light, has an intelligence, so it knows its way. You don't have to force it with breath, you can encourage it with breath, but you don't force it ever. Don't even force it with your imagination and your way you're doing it. Let it happen naturally. And if you find that the spine opens on its own like this, in a natural, gentle way, you'll find that your sensitivities for spirit and your sensitivity to the infinite will become great. You'll open, basically. But remember also to close. Okay, more info on my website, of course. Don't forget to subscribe to these videos if you're new. It's nice to have new people on. Always welcome to comment. Please leave your comments. Take a look at my website. Take a look at my books, of course. See you next time.